Hello everybody, this is Domas, this is Lithuania, this is a nice evening out here, and wanted to say, first things first, is what you do is very important in this life. Doesn't matter how much you think, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Doesn't matter how much you think, oh, I'm just like good for nothing. Sorry. I don't, do anything good in this life. It's like, man, you don't even know. I just have to tell you, start taking care of yourself today. Even if it's a little bit, you don't know what good you can do to another person by just smiling and giving a handshake, giving a hug, giving a good word. I wrote down today, like, it's so important what you say to little kids. If you interact with them, if you like give them a nod or like a smile or wave at them. And I was like working out at the gym today with my trainer, and there was this girl that was walking around, like, I don't know, she must have been like 8 or something. And she's like walking around looking at everybody, just like scanning everybody. And everyone's working out, and in front of us she started doing like splits, but like really like shy, and I was like, my trainer was like, whoa, that well done, like that's good, and I like gave a thumbs up for her, like, and she was like smiling, like very shy. And as I was leaving the gym, like, she was looking at me, still like doing whatever. And she's just like, I just kind of like waved, like to say bye, and she like smiled and waved. And, I imagine myself being that kid, that age, when somebody older is noticing you, like noticing for what you do, because she was trying to like, show her skills. And, and we said like, well done, and, wave goodbye, as in like, I notice you, like I see you. It's not like you don't exist just because you're, whatever, 8 years old or something. Like, you matter, and I want to say the same thing to you. You matter. It doesn't matter how much you think that what you do is pointless. It's not. Like, you are an energy. You are an infinite. It's funny because like a while ago, I was like thinking, yeah, I should just make content to like inspire people, to make them feel better, And I was like feeling kind of fake because this was a while ago. And like today something happened that I will expand later, that I was like, fuck, I thought that I wasn't making any impact, I thought that I wasn't, like, I was doing these videos just for myself, and it's one person that I asked her, it's so weird, like I asked her to pose for me, this one like woman, girl, friend that's a girl. A while ago, I asked her, I was like, could you pose for me? Because she was like, I could see that she's not afraid to show her body, and I like to draw people, like I like to draw women and bodies, especially women. I'm a man, I'm attracted to women. So I was drawing her and we were talking, and at first we were like kind of tense. I was like tense more than she was, because I was like, I need to like draw something good, but she was like, I have no expectations. So we did the drawing one and then did the second one, and the second one came out much better. And because we were much more relaxed and like kind of like, the first sketch is always the worst. Not the worst, but it's like tense. It's not, you're not like enjoying it. But like, she said to me, she's like, yeah, when I was living in Denmark, she just moved back from Denmark. when I was living in Denmark, your videos really helped me out. Like, at some point, they were like, really getting me through the day, because I thought that you understand what I understand, and it was like, I was like, really? She's like, yeah. So now I'm saying it for real. Like, what you do and what you say matters. But we were talking a lot about sobriety, and we had this thing with her and her friend where I said something like, oh, like they thought that I thought that I was better than them because I don't smoke or don't take drugs, and they're worse. And I was like, that's totally not it, like, okay, I accept it. I accept that that's what you think. Maybe I appear like that, but like, I don't feel like that. I was talking to her today and she wasn't smoking. She like came to the conclusion that, yeah, like she wants, like everybody wants to be sober. Everybody that uses, they always think like, oh, I should get sober, Like, I don't know a single person that is drinking and always says like, yeah, I should drink more, Like everybody says like, oh, I shouldn't drink that much, because everybody knows that it's not good, but people do it because it's addictive. So it was so nice to like come to that conclusion, that like we dig our own holes, and we build our own castles. So that's what you got to do, like build your own castle. And I was like, look, I can't tell you how it feels to be 1 year and 7 months sober. Like, I can give you the stats, I can give you my achievements and what I've accomplished, and I can't make you want to stop using drugs. Like, I can't do that, but I can I can just inspire you. But that's not the point. The point is, I was talking about sobriety because I was sharing my experience of how I became better. And I'm not saying I'm doing great, like, shit. I'm just saying I'm doing better, just because of sobriety. We had like a really, really in-depth chat and like continued talking, and I was like, damn, like, it's so good to talk to people about this and share. It doesn't matter what they will do, like in some part of their brains, there's this part that like, I just say, look, everything gets better when you do this. You're not afraid to go inside yourself anymore. You don't turn around and go like, oh, I'm just gonna use a little bit more and not feel this pain. Like, feel it, feel the need to create, feel the need to whatever comes. I know that the pain can be huge, but like addiction, you can fight that problem. You can find groups of people, AA, NA, like whatever. But like, if you're struggling with addiction, but all I'm trying to say is that you have good energy. You have a gift to this world, and your gift is to inspire other people, But first of all, you got to inspire yourself. And I'm saying this to myself as I'm saying it to you. Like, today I got inspired by Mad Lib beats. I started to listen for a 12-hour tape, and I'm like listening differently now, because I'm like listening on how he's made the beats, and how I want to make my beats sound like interesting, not like sound the same, like, because it's really hard to make a beat. Like, it's really hard to make a good beat, Only real geeks know how much work this is. So everything takes work. And why creativity is interesting, because you never take the same path, You're always taking a new path that you've never taken before. So that's why it's interesting. You think you're gonna do it this one way, you start doing it completely different, and you discover something new and interesting. So I think that do discover new things and don't get stuck in the same rut, you know, like get out of the negative patterns of thinking and ways of thinking that gets you into like a bad state of mind, or using drugs, addiction. Like just like try to do something different, try to come out of it. And if you're struggling, let me know, put a comment down below, we can have a comment chat, and I promise you things do get better. Like when I started going to AA, I was like, people started telling me like, if you stay sober, things will get better, trust me. And I didn't know how they will get better, and I didn't believe that they will get better, but they got better. So believe. You gotta believe, like seriously. It's 1 year, 7 months, it's not even that long, and I feel the difference, you know. And there's nothing like I don't have more money in my account. Like I have more money, but like I'm not spending the money, you know, like I'm saving the money. That's why I got more money in my bank account, you know, because I'm saving it. Like I don't know, like I don't need to spend it, because I used to spend it on drugs and alcohol, so I don't do it now. You know, and that money gets saved. And I don't know, I make money different kind of ways, and it's so interesting to hustle and get like money and like cash in hand, and doing odd jobs for people, you know, like, or now I'm doing massages and people are like, wow, this is really good, or like do a tattoo or something, you know. It's like just bit by bit. Like life is a series of little things, you know, a lot of little beautiful things put together, and it makes it one big thing. And I know the first day of getting sober is really difficult, but the second day becomes easier, the third day becomes easier, the fourth day is even easier. And then you get to the point where you're like, this is so easy, like this is great. And then it hits that you have to like do this for the rest of your life to feel good, you know. And you either go back to using, or you get through that battle as well, you know, because it goes up and down. And that's what life is emotions. It's going up and down, you know. And you can let life do that job, or you can do it with drugs. But it's artificial when you do it with drugs. With life, it's natural, and it has to happen like this. And you can follow your own path. And you might need medication, you know. You might need to see a doctor and just admit. I don't know why this video became about sobriety, but I wanted to say that bring that gift out, bring that beauty out, because you got it. You know, you're amazing, like I'm telling you. And trust me, things can get better. If you're in a rough patch in your life, things can get better. I promise you. Just watch, you know, just watch things unfold, and watch your feelings, watch your emotions, like watch how it develops, and trust me, you will get better. So I wanted to say you're amazing, you know, even if you don't believe that yourself, you're amazing. And keep doing good things to other people, to yourself. As you do good things to other people, you feel good yourself. So, you know, look around. There's beauty around. There's nature, and I know the world is in a shit place, but it can always be worse, and it can always be better. But as they say, for those that have everything, more will be given. For those that have nothing, everything will be taken away. And that sounds cruel, but for those that have everything, I understand it. If you understand, you already have everything. You know, you're rich. You're a man of you know, many talents. You're a woman of many beautiful things. You got your own personal experience. You got your own wisdom, and that wisdom is precious. And it's only you that has that wisdom, and share it to the world. You know, one person might see it and have benefit from it. Like, it's interesting to notice how people notice you, you know, if they notice you. Like, what happens if you do this? What happens if I do that? What happens if I say this? Like, do people listen? Like, do people care? Like, maybe you got interesting things to say. Maybe there's something painful in you. Maybe you want to talk about your addiction and share it with people and see what happens. You know, maybe you'll encounter some haters, you know. And that's funny too, because haters are like, we fear haters, or like we fear what might happen to us, you know, like if somebody doesn't accept us. But when somebody doesn't accept us and they say it and it happens, and you notice that it's not even that scary, you're good. You went over the hurdle or whatever. Like, every time you say no to a spliff or a tab or a, you know, a pill or a shot or whatever, like, you just battle the worst enemy, you know. The next time you say no, it'll be easier, because you notice things get better. So I'm gonna leave you at that. You're wonderful. I love you. Have a great morning, evening, nighttime. Let me know in the comments if you want to say anything. Like, share, subscribe, so more people can come into this circle and talk about their experiences in life. Tough, easy experiences. If I start a YouTube channel and just ramble like I do, it's good therapy. And I really, like, out of my heart, want to, like, inspire people to do good things, you know, because I wanna do good things, you know. I'm selfish too, you know. I'm selfish. Like, I wanna just make art, create stuff, but you gotta get outformation to get information, and vice versa. You gotta get information to get outformation. So anyway, keep it lit, keep it 100. Keep it all in love and peace. So until next time, hopefully see you then. Take care, much love and peace. You're amazing.